Here's Foles. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now Foles completes it to Aguilar. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
But there's a reason he was the first running back taken. You saw the ability there, the ability to be physical and get downhill. And how about him breaking off a nice gain there?
There's some Adrian Peterson comparisons out there now. That's high praise. Do you think that they're warranted?
Running style, very similar.
In motion now is Lee. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Mercedes Lewis, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Foles. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Ajayi. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism, but without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Again, it's Fournette. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
It's caught by Aguilar. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 51 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. On play action, it's Bortles. And this one is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on first down. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fire it over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Step. Tiger.
They go play action here on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Second down following the incompletion. Now it's Ajayi. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back to throw now on first down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Completes it to Lee. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Bortles to throw on second down. He sets to fire. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And some room to work. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Timmy Jernigan with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now a play fake. Bortles. He finds Hearns left side. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 51 yards. Slot man moves right. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Again with Fournette. And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And that makes it 14-10. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Fournette. And some space here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Bortles now to throw. He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now Bortles. And he's going to go down again. Brandon Graham. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Here's Foles. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now Foles. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin with a run by Fournette, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And an alley to run. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Flush to his right. He's got the hook up to Lee. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. is going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And now it's second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Bortles to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Back to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. To throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, here's Fournette. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Jags do snap it. It's Bortles. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.